Hello everyone, it is Sasquatch Senpai, and I am back for gaming industry news today. So let's go ahead and get that started. There is some new EU regulations on the way that is going to require replaceable batteries in handheld computational devices. The Council of European Union has ruled that all handheld computing devices, including gaming handhelds such as the Steam Deck and Nintendo Switch and whatever comes after that, will require them to all have removable and replaceable batteries by 2027. Quote coming out of this is, a portable battery shall be considered readily removable by the end user where it can be removed from a product with the use of commercially available tools without requiring the use of specialized tools unless provided free of charge with the product. While this is targeted specifically at sustainability and electronic waste, this is also a huge win for those who also fight for the right to repair. It's hard to see that this won't come for users of these devices to us statewide here in the US, as the rumor, as not, well, it's not even rumor anymore, as the switch from Apple to using from the Lightning cable to using a USB-C is coming with all iPhones here. Rumored, it makes sense manufacturing wise, that European ruling will be coming over here to the States as well. So this also means that you can also pack extra batteries here for your devices, and you'll have extra gaming time as if you're on a long flight or anything, quickly going past those pretty strict time limits you have currently.
I want to survive. I have to play their game.
And coming from Ubisoft, specifically creative director of Star Wars Outlaw, Julian Garrity, they have stated that in an interview with Edge Magazine, all of the various planets within Star Wars Outlaws will be handcrafted. Garrity stated that while they don't know exactly how many planets will ship with the game, none of them will be procedurally generated. They are aiming to keep this process manageable by making planets roughly the size of what he stated as about 2 to 3 zones within Assassin's Creed Odyssey. While not being able to fly freely about each planet, there will be various close orbit locations as well that you can explore with your spacecraft, with asteroid fields and derelict space stations available as well. This is really coming about a question with the other spacefaring game that is looming upon us here shortly with its September 6th release date, Starfield, where they are going to have apparently 1,000 planets, around 1,000 planets, most of those procedurally generated from tile sets. So here in Outlaws, they're definitely going for more of a quality over quantity, not really trying to trash Starfield on that. They're two highly, highly different games. And there is some more fallout following the default judgment from a court for their $500,000 lawsuit against a former hacker, cheater, and a player of Destiny 2 who was harassing a Bungie developer. Bungie is cutting many communication ties with its community. They have stated that they are going to be reducing communications with the community through various different methods that they previously had communications with, such as the official subreddit. This comes from an interview, and they stated, unfortunately, devs who aren't even CMs, community managers, are still being harassed just because they work at Bungie. So using the CM account on Reddit will put a bigger target on all of the CM's backs. I completely understand the want to go back to how we used to respond to all the time here, but that time has passed until everyone can feel safe again. I wouldn't expect to see many responses from us here for the foreseeable future. However, just because we aren't responding often doesn't mean we aren't still looking at feedback. As a legend once said, we're listening, and while we can't always act on feedback, we do share it with stakeholders every single week, so please keep it coming. You may find us responding more on our own help forums, so please report any issues to us there. This is definitely a drastic change from how they were prior, very active in their online communities outside of their official help forums. There was even a bot on the subreddit that would post official responses from confirmed Bungie employees, and this is where that harassment stemmed from. This is coming on the heels of very poor community morale based around how Destiny 2 seems to kind of be working more towards a monetization hellhole, as they Bungie turns their eye towards the re-release of their upcoming Extraction shooter Marathon. So this probably won't ease the uneasy tensions players are feeling about how Bungie seems to be releasing less playable content and more predatory microtransactions within their games, such as $10 shaders. Turns out the early internet era popular website and game Neopets Lives. It's had definitely a rough time of it since it was at its all-time peak of popularity back around 2005, where Viacom purchased the site for $160 million. From there, it was sold to Jumpstart, which is a, quote, edutainment company in 2014. It has been more recently acquired by Chinese developer and company NetDragon. However, NetDragon shut down due to undisclosed reasons. This is where the new company and developing team behind them comes in, a World of Neopia. They initially were creating an NFT-based Neopets game via the blockchain for NetDragon, and they were able to secure the game's ownership from them prior to this. I do have a quote here from the head of World of Neopia. The Neopets team has taken a close look at every nook and cranny of Neopets, and after doing so, the decision has been made to transition away from the Neopets metaverse game and redistribute those resources to the development of a game that we feel can better reflect our values and vision. This is from a notice on the Neopets metaverse website as they fully transition away from that former NFT-based game. They did go on to say that the NFTs are still all available on the open marketplace and that it will continue to support the Web3 community that has embraced ownership of these collections. It is not, however, when they get to the new World of Neopets game, it will not be built on the crypto model. They do have a few other tidbits here. Don't worry, the neopets.com that you know and love isn't going anywhere. In fact, there are great things on the horizon for the classic virtual pet site that started it all. This is from that announcement of the former Neopets NFT website. Thanks to this buyout, Dominica Law, the owner of World of Neopia now, has decided that they're going to move forward with just making Neopets more modernized. A new homepage for the game actually will be launching on July 20th, as well as a roadmap for new content within the service and game. And for the fairly brief news day, ending up here with some news on Microsoft and Activision and the CMA. The CMA and Microsoft talks can push back the ABK merger by about 4 to 6 weeks, apparently. Microsoft and ABK are in talks to push back their deal until after an agreement with the CMA is met. So, with its merger seemingly secure, this could help Microsoft avoid the $3 billion breakup fee, as well as push off any other suitors, mainly probably Tencent, from purchasing Activision-Blizzard, since it seems that the shareholders do want the company to be sold to someone. So who now knows how this will affect the deal overall, such as maybe an increased price point or other issues or any other thing that might come up between the two companies. But currently there is no news as of this recording on that as well. Activision stock was still being traded today, so no update isn't necessarily a bad update. So we'll just have to bide our time for that. And it seems like Activision is curbing its greed a little bit. Activision has seemingly confirmed that operators, weapons, and bundles purchased within Modern Warfare 2 will carry over to Modern Warfare 3 via a poll on Twitter. This is great news for consumers and players of the game, as this was a contentious point, an actual waste of money, as this new title came out every year outside of Warzone initially. Operators, weapons, bundles, and all that would not carry over to the new game, particularly with how they transferred from eras of time. So since Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 seems to be the same amount of time, everything purchased will carry over. More information and a reveal of an upcoming event will be revealed in the Season 5 trailer for the next coming game, as additional, quote, carry forward news for content purchased within MW2. So, thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Gaming and Industry News. It was a rather short day. I was rather busy today. I did get my review posted for Exoprimal, so if you were thinking about trying out the team-based Dino Wave Slaughter game that is PvEVP, go ahead and check it out if you're on the fence about purchasing it. If you have Games Pass, just let me tell you, go play it. You'll love it. Thanks for tuning in. please go ahead and hit that subscribe and like if you enjoyed this content. Have a great rest of your day.